I heard some commotion last night. My girlfriend and I were sleeping, and we heard some what sounded like gunshots.
Live on the streets of Fort Myers, one man and a pregnant teen shot dead in the early morning hours. Live at 6, the scene is clear, but it was chaos this morning. And right now, a killer is on the loose as two families are torn apart.
I just seen her, and just the thought of it just broke my heart. I really loved her.
And as investigators search for clues and a killer live right now, the community comes together to pray for peace, begging for the violence to stop.
It's not going to stay in this community. You know, when they feel as though they can do it in this community and get away with it in this community, and it's already starting to go outside the community. So we have to get a grip on it now.
Team coverage of a deadly day starts right now.
From Southwest Florida's news leader, this is Wink News Now at 6.
First tonight, shooters targeted this car early this morning in a Fort Myers apartment complex. The sole survivor, a 3-year-old girl.
Police say she was sleeping in the back seat when the car was shot dozens of times. Amazingly, her only injuries were to her face and feet from all the shattered glass.
But the two people in the front seat were shot dead. Killed in the attack, 23-year-old Jarrett Bird and 16-year-old Shariah Owens, who was 5 months pregnant. Nick Spinetto starts our team coverage live in Fort Myers, where gunshots rang out.
Kristen Lois, back to you.
All right, Nick, do police have a suspect description right now?
Well, not as of yet. Because of the time that the incident occurred, there's no exact description of the suspect, which is why they're really urging the public to come forward and help them with this process.
All right, thank you very much, Nick. Our team coverage continues at 6 with Stephanie Susskind. With the recent wave of violence, church communities are coming together to try and put an end to it. Stephanie joins us live at First Assembly Cornerstone Church, where a prayer vigil is just getting underway. Stephanie?
Reporting live in Fort Myers, Stephanie Susskind, Wink News Now.
All right, thank you very much, Stephanie. Just this afternoon, we sat down with Fort Myers Police Chief Doug Baker. After 3 murders in just 5 days within city limits, we asked the chief, should the community be scared? And here's his alarming answer.
They should be scared. This is a serious thing. This isn't TV. This isn't make-believe. This isn't a game. It's scary out there. I'm fearful for my officers that are going on these traffic stops because I don't know what they're going to find in these traffic stops.
And the chief added the police department is only as strong as the community allows it to be, and that crime prevention is everyone's responsibility.
So if you know anything about today's murders or any other crime, don't be afraid to speak up. You can call Southwest Florida Crime Stoppers at 1-800-780-TIPS. You can also text your tip to Crimes Now. That's 274-637. Enter the keyword reward. Tipsters can remain completely anonymous.
And looking live at the Wink News Skycam, where clouds are covering Southwest Florida, and it could be a while before we see any sunshine. Chief Meteorologist Jim Farrell is tracking the rain.
Now, this is part of that tropical moisture plume we've been talking about for a couple of days. We'll talk about that and the brand new tropical storm Chris in the Atlantic when I come back.
All right, Jim, thank you. We have some breaking news coming in right now. A jury in Fort Lauderdale has convicted a teenager of aggravated battery in an attack on a middle school classmate who was drenched in alcohol and then set on fire. The jurors reached the verdict in the case against 17-year-old Matthew Bent. He's accused of orchestrating that attack in 2009 on Michael Brewer, who was 15 at the time. Brewer suffered severe burns but survived after jumping into a swimming pool.
And some breaking news coming out of the Mitt Romney camp in the race for the presidency. We understand that Mitt Romney is saying that Marco Rubio, is being thoroughly vetted for vice presidential consideration. Of course, a number of people being considered as his running mate. No announcements or names have been said yet, but this is the closest we've heard about him being completely vetted by the Romney camp. We'll continue to stay on top of this story for you and bring you new information as we get it.
Totally devastated. I mean, these two have done such extensive remodeling. This was going to be their retirement home.
Family and friends react after a fire rips through a Cape Coral home. This happened at 5 o'clock this morning in the 800 block of El Dorado Parkway East. That's right near Coronado Parkway. The owners are seasonal residents and they weren't home at the time of the fire. Fire marshal says the house is a total loss. Neighbors credit the quick thinking of a newspaper delivery woman for saving nearby homes from also going up in flames.
Flames were coming out the side of the house, so far like at least 2 feet, and they were so close to the neighbor's house I got worried, so I pulled up in the neighbor's driveway and I pounded on the door.
Fire marshal says the fire was accidental, likely caused by faulty electrical work in the attic.
New at 6, it's your money, and Fort Myers will spend $20,000 of it to hire an art consultant.
So we wanted to know if that's money well spent or money wasted. Lindsay Littman live downtown in Fort Myers with reaction.
Well, Kristen Lois, public art like this behind me in Centennial Park is popping up across the city. Live in downtown Fort Myers, Lindsay Littman, Wink News Now.
It's just kind of sad that it would happen in this neighborhood.
New at 6, parents think they're safe and their kids' school is safe, but tonight they're thinking again after someone breaks in and steals from students.